Now that's that bullshit. Oleksandr Usyk just defeated there's only one Tyson Fury. And now they trying to strip my boy Usyk. I didn't want to see you strip. Right? Beg you there. I want to love you. They said, I just want to see you strip. Link in the description. Now, this is getting crazy in the world of boxing. Oleksandr Usyk to be stripped. I didn't want to see you strip. Of his world title immediately after beating Tyson Fury. Right? Brand new. Oleksandr Usyk, the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the first since Lennox Lewis, but he looks set to lose one of his belts before he steps foot in the ring again. The Ukrainian, age 37, beat Tyson Fury in a blockbuster clash for all the gold in the heavyweight division, Saudi Arabia, over the weekend. I did a watch party, check that out. Winning via split decision after the judges scored 115, 112, 113, 114, 114, 113. All while Usyk can revel in the moment, he will soon be stripped of the IBF title as long-time mandatory Filip Hrgović will not wait for a contracted rematch with Fury to take place. All being well, Usyk and Fury are penciled to meet again in October, with the latter out for revenge, but the IBF will be vacated before then and then put up for grabs, and then you're gonna have Filip Hrgović versus Daniel Dubois in June. The winner of this bout will probably go on to face Joshua at Wembley in September, just weeks before Usyk and Fury are due to lock horns again. So they got a whole plan already laid out. That's how boxing works, if you haven't noticed. It remains to be seen if the winner of said rematch, who will take home 3 belts instead of 4, will then attempt to reclaim the IBF crown in their next move. Usyk is the man who holds all the gold for now, but if the comments in his post-fight press conference are anything to go by, it seems highly unlikely he'll be losing any sleep once the IBF is taken away in the coming weeks. Usyk has been a champ for longer than planned after the initial bout with Fury, scheduled for February 17th, was canceled when Fury suffered a cut. For now, he's spending time with his family rather than nailing any concrete plans. Quote, I don't think about boxing now, please, Usyk said when asked about a rematch with reporters. My camp started in September of 2023, so I worked for 9 months. And he missed a bunch of birthdays and, you know, spending time with his kids and stuff. So he said he ain't pressed about it. My boy Usyk said, let him rest. Let him get some R&R up in there. Let him recover from the fight, because you see some cuts and stuff like that. Congratulations to Usyk. He did put out this message today on his page, and, you know, he's just congratulating his fans. Couple like bruises, black eyes or whatever, but I could probably tell you that all is worth it. He was never knocked out in the fight. There were moments he had to bite down, but personally, I thought Usyk handled it was David versus the Goliath for all the Bible readers that watch the channel. This is modern day David Goliath stuff. You got a former cruiserweight who moved up in weight, and he's battling literally the best, biggest heavyweight we've had. There's been some big heavyweights like that dude that David Haye fought, Value, and also Marish Weck. You know, these big, monstrous, really guys who are super heavyweights, if you will. But Fury is the best of the big heavyweights, the guys that are that big. You know, Marish Weck has never been like deemed as good. Oh, he got Holyfield. He said, champ. Shout out to Holyfield. Antonio Tarver said, amazing fight, champ. You two brought out the best of each other. I was blessed to have witnessed it live and in person. Your mental focus was unmatched and never wavering. Undisputed Zab said, congrats, my guy. You see BOXINGEGO in the comments. You kissed that cross in the corner and got busy, LOL. And that he did. So yeah, Fury definitely the best of the big heavyweights like that, or that quite that big. His outfit was sick. Shout out to Usyk. Whoever made it, I don't know. He needed to tag him. I don't know why he didn't tag him. Whoever made that outfit was busting. So Usyk got gold in the amateurs, and then as a pro, he delivered gold again. So very happy. I love a good underdog story. I mean, if you watch my watch party, when he walked out with this outfit, your boy Ego told y'all, I was like, Fury not, this man looked focused. Like, look how he walked out, bro. Real stoic, real just, everybody just make that thiz face. With a look on your face like you smell some mist, right? He just walked out super calm, super stoic. The outfit was raw. He looked like a modern day Soviet M. Bison, you know, like he was really ready to M. Bison slide on Fury, and that's what he did. Fury got slid. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Fury got slid, especially in that round 9. You know what I mean? Fury catting off and playing around, put his hands low and, you know, showboating. Usyk wasn't having that. Usyk wasn't playing. Look at his head. No diddy, but his head getting rocked back. He was swaying to and fro. Usyk laser focused. I mean, he's a legend. I have him pound for pound #1 because I think the gap from cruiserweight to heavyweight is perhaps the hardest in boxing. You know, to go from like 200 pounds basically to you having to beat guys who are 240, 250, 260, 270. Like that's a big gap. You got to really beat him. Shout out to Usyk. But it's unfortunate that they're gonna strip him of the belt, but it is what it is. Like Usyk, he's done the deed. He's already cemented in history, so no one can take it away. It does, I'm not gonna say hurt, but it kind of hurts because the rematch will now be missing a belt, you know, and who knows if another sanctioning body might try to pull this. Who knows? Like, I'm telling you, for me personally, I don't have the faith that a lot of you guys have in Tyson Fury. I don't trust Tyson Fury. I've never really trusted Tyson Fury to do the right thing. So for me, I don't even know that Tyson Fury will even rematch this guy. I really don't. It does hurt it slightly just because now the first fight was undisputed. Now this will be for most of the belts, but it's a contracted thing. Usyk owes him a rematch. The first fight was brilliant. The rematch was Zelle, but me personally, I don't trust Tyson Fury. He might do some weird stuff. He feigns retirement. He does his weird stuff. He pulls out of fights, says he's cut, says he's sick. Like, you know, he'll do anything. That's a good video. You know, shout out to Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield like kind of paved the way. You know, cruiserweight, heavyweight, you know, Holyfield was the Olympian that made that transition and really, and he said, look, he even said it, history repeats itself. You know, he kind of etched away. You know, Holyfield walked so Usyk could run, you know what I mean? But big moment for him. The rematch is still, to my standard or whatever, it's still a very sellable fight. But again, I don't trust Tyson Fury. I feel like Tyson Fury might pull out or stall it because it's really a difficult do or die fight for Tyson, in my opinion. Because if you take a beating like that or get hurt again or take the 2 back-to-back fades and lose, you know, it's really done for Fury. Like, just look at Fury's last 2 performances. He gets dropped by Ngannou and he loses to Ngannou for real. And that's a guy, first time boxer for real, and an MMA fighter. Joshua then fights Ngannou after he beats Fury for real. And Joshua has his way, styles make fight, and literally destroys Ngannou effortlessly, hurt him in the first round and did away with him in the second round. And then in a back-to-back fight, I am very Phil. The very next fight, Ngannou fights Joshua and gets decapitated basically in a potential knockout of the year where Fury struggled. And then after that, you're losing to a former cruiserweight and you're on skates. Usyk had you on skates. You played all these games and called him an ugly man and you ugly rabbit, you're a rabbit. Called him a middleweight. You did all this and he prevailed. And now you're talking about the judges favored him for the fight in Saudi Arabia because he's from a war-torn country, because he's from the Ukraine. So you try to turn it political, which was pretty pathetic. Because if what Fury said was true, and for some reason the judges were sympathizing with Usyk, like, first of all, if you watch the fight, this proves it. If you watch the fight, Ring of Fire, it was a great fight, but the reality is Usyk put paws on you. The reality is Usyk didn't fall into your charades. He didn't fall into your games. He wasn't playing no games with you. That's the reality. That's the reality of the situation. So Usyk laser focused. He wasn't here to play with you. And that goes without saying. The fight really should have been stopped in round 9. So you have even less of an argument to suggest that this was a political win and you really won the fight and all that goofy stuff. But outside of you really got stopped by this guy, Oleksandr Usyk, despite that and the whole round 9 fiasco, you're trying to make it political with, oh, the judges. Why would the judges in Saudi Arabia sympathize with the guy who's from the war-torn country? Like, I don't get it. Somebody explain how that even makes sense, because we could do the math. If that was the case, then how come Lomachenko lost to Devin Haney and many people in boxing said that Devin Haney should have lost? So they picked Usyk to sympathize because that was an undisputed fight as well at lightweight. So why did they pick Usyk, the judges, to sympathize in this undisputed fight, right? But then Devin Haney narrowly beats his countryman, Vasily Lomachenko, and that was also an undisputed fight. And the scorecards went in the wrong way, according to many people. So it's just like, take your L. You lost. Usyk was the better man. He was focused. He made you pay for all that. The 9 months he had to train for this, he made you pay. And he was a southpaw. He was just a better person, the more skilled, the hungrier, and he took your punches better despite you being so big. Fair play to him. As far as him being stripped, it doesn't change what he's done. He's already etched in history for that. So to me, it doesn't truly matter. Usyk's not going to fall off the pound for pound list based on being stripped. It keeps happening anyway. Like Jermell Charlo moved up to get the Canelo opportunity. They stripped him like during the ring walk, like as he's being walked into the ring. So this stuff happens. It's politics. Let Filip Hrgović and Dubois fight. I will keep you guys posted. All things boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Use my links in the description to access all of my social medias.